Hey folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Saurabh Pol. Welcome to Pol Ke Pol. Today I'm going to talk about the reality of MBAs in India. Okay, MBAs in India are of two types. There are those elite MBAs, those premier MBAs, and then there is the rest. If you are part of the top 5% of India's MBA graduates, you will be fine. If you're part of the rest of the 95%, you will also be fine, but you will not benefit from the incredible access and the incredible opportunities and the incredible overpayment that happens with the top 3 to 5% of India's MBAs. And the MBA graduates, I'm not saying they are, oh my God, they are such amazing people just because they cracked an entrance test. इनके वजह से ही पूरा देश चल रहा है and corporate India owes all its success to these MBAs. That's not even close to the truth. I'll explain why companies really prefer them. कितना भी कोई भी revolution हो जाए, technology हो जाए, ये हो जाए, everyone keeps talking about AI and everything. I'm here to tell you AI is going to benefit elite MBAs. It's on the contrary if you think oh, it's going to eat MBA jobs. No, elite MBA jobs, especially premier MBA jobs, are there in terms of planning, working with people, coordinating, strategizing, and then letting others execute it after spending a few years of executing it yourself. So AI is going to hit the execution part of things. If you are someone who has decent amount of experience, or if you are someone who the top management is like, don't worry, we will ensure that AI does not beat you, AI assists you, okay, then you're completely fine. And I've said that as teams grow smaller, the strategizing bit becomes more important, system thinking becomes more important, okay, architectural approaches to work becomes more important. People who are even investors and founders, they look at them as a higher probability of success, okay. And I'm here to tell you that this is why these top MBA graduates, wherever they go, they will be fine in India at least for the next 20 to 25 years. And every time you see some tech guru or you see some uncle literally come out there and say that, oh, MBA is dead, you just need to go and check the hiring numbers of the top MBA colleges in India. They used to have like 150 to 200 people in every batch until just 10-15 years ago. And today, these same colleges are getting in 400-500 people, and उनको कोई stress नहीं हो रहा. The median packages every year that they have, those placement packages they have, they are in there 30 lakhs, 35 lakhs. Some of them are going even ahead. Now, many people are like, oh, those are inflated number. However inflated they may be, they are way better than what others in the country are earning or even going to earn ever in their life. And there's a gulf in the way, corporate India treats premier MBAs and non-premier MBAs. If you're a premier MBA, suddenly if you get a package of 12 to 15 lakhs, you're considered a failure nowadays. Because I speak with them, I speak with these young students and these graduates. They're like, यार minimum 20-25 लाख मैं सोच रहा था मुझे मिलेगा, वो भी मतलब it's at the bottom end of the pool. ये 12 लाख 15 लाख का package तो is a massive failure at my end. And these are kids who are 26 years old, right? 25 years old. And you're like, bro, like तुमको जिंदगी पता है क्या है outside the reality? Do you even know what is going on? So it's a very different world, right? And then you are looking at an average MBA graduate, okay? उसने अगर 90 percentile भी मारा होगा अपने CAT में, they because of the sheer competition and structures of a hiring academic admission structures of our country, you end up in a mid-level college, okay, in India, in some tier 3 college, and you would be lucky to get a 6-7 lakhs ka package, right? आपको double digit lakh मिल गया, you will be like, wow, मेरे भाग खुल गए. But most likely it's a sales job, intense pressure, and you will earn each and every penny of it. I promise you. When I went to JBIMS, like I remember कि मेरी तो औकात ही नहीं है कि मैं ये सारे companies में shortlist हूँ. But my friends went into investment banking, they went into consulting, and they're now based out of New York and other places like London, इधर उधर बैठे मेरे दोस्त लोग. And I knew even being part of that college, I don't have the numbers for it. My background is not great. And irrespective of my ability to do those jobs, I don't even qualify. Imagine the ones outside those colleges who don't even know what's going on over there, right? So there is that pipeline which corporate India prefers. Ki we will only go to these colleges and we will only open up certain competitions, case study competitions for these colleges. Now, why? Why does that happen, right? You need to understand that corporate India is tired of thousands of applications for one job. Okay, they are like, this is no way to hire people. If I open like 20 positions, am I supposed to look at 15 to 20,000 applications? That's impossible. Our sheer number of people that we have, it's very difficult. And our educational institutions are not great at all. They do not give corporate India what they want. Okay, which is why most your IT people, the IT companies, they are like, give me your people and I will train them. Which is why there are these massive 5-star training complexes which these IT companies have. They train you for 3, 3, 6 months, don't they? Because they know ये सब तो बकवास है, यहाँ पे कॉलेज में इन्होंने कुछ सीखा नहीं है. We are the ones who have to train them, so we will take on the responsibility for it. We'll still pay you those same wages we paid in 2002 in 2026, 24, 25 years later, but you will take it because that's the reality of our country. Now for management positions, for management trainee positions and all, यहाँ पे quantity नहीं quality based hiring होती है. Now companies are like, we can't bloody go and train people all the time. Okay. And if at all we are going to do it, we are going to maximize our chances of winning and succeeding at this endeavor. So what do? They tie up with these, elite MBA institutions. They are like hardly 15-20 college होते हैं, पूरे देश में, 20-25 max खींच लो कितना भी. And they are like कि भाई, every year you are going to supply us the best students that we have. Okay. Now they want a few things in our hires. Number one, they need to be young and energetic because there's a lot of work to be done. You can't hire someone in the mid-30s, like someone like me who's approaching mid-30s, कि भाई तू करेगा 14 घंटा काम दिन का, तू 6 दिन काम करेगा, भले ही 5 दिन का ऑफिस. I can't do that. I'm sorry, I won't do it. Unless it's my own company, I won't do it because I have wife and kids now, right? When you're young, when I was young, I used to work till like 2 a.m. and shit. Like, I didn't give a damn. So these companies are like, even your mid-level students are like कि हाँ, ये यहाँ पे काम चल जाएगा. They're good enough. Even the people who are not in the top end of your batch is completely fine because your minimum is only so high. Okay, we are ready to accept it. Elite MBA colleges in India are a filter for corporate India. Okay, that is the reality. Corporate India is like, यार मैं इन लोग को filter करते बैठूं, तुम ही जाके पूरा process करो, तुम ही इन लोगों को इकट्ठा करो and इनको मार मार के इनको सीधा करो, 1 साल या 2 साल, whatever your course is, and then send me over. Dude, the ISB is producing almost 1,000 MBAs every year. उनका साल का MBA होता है, उनका तो 2 साल का भी नहीं होता. Every year, 1,000 kids are entering that college. And you are telling me within 9 months, they can go from 12 lakhs per annum to 40 lakhs per annum. Wow, how is that happening? You need to understand it is not based on some logic that वो 9 महीने में ऐसा सीख लिया. It's a finishing school, okay? All your big IMs, all your... I'm not to say that these colleges don't teach you anything. They teach you amazing stuff. Like, I've learned so much at JBMS, it was not even funny, right? Like, I learned so much. But there are so many people who are like, okay, it's not technical enough. Yes, it's not. It's not meant to be. Elite MBA colleges have been there for hundreds of years in the world. They will be there hundreds of years in the future also. The simple reason being that you need a class of people who are insecure, very ambitious, ready to sacrifice their personal life for corporate. So all that propaganda that is being sold in these colleges, they work because the amount of money you get out of it is insane. Their whole thing is, if you join an elite MBA college, saat khoon maaf. Your whatever you did in the past, more or less does not matter. You can shift industries, you can jump up, levels, and suddenly you become a manager. Earlier, you were someone who, probably were getting an intern under you, and now suddenly, because you had 5-6 years of experience, and now suddenly you have like 2 people reporting into you, and you are reporting everything to a vice president with your company given laptop. What happened in those 2 years of MBA college? Wow, did something change? It's a finishing school. And no matter what technology comes in, companies need people, and these people need to communicate, be presentable. Okay, which is what many people in our country are simply bad at. And even in these elite MBA colleges, you will see so many people are failing to reach their potential because उनको बात करना नहीं आता. Guys, corporate is about dealing with people, both internally, externally, above you, below you, beside you, outside the company, inside the company, everywhere. You have to deal with people, talk to them, and get things out of them that you need and give them what they need. It's a system of people and processes. ठीक है, वो MBA कॉलेज में एक चीज तो सिखाते हैं कि भाई हाँ, मतलब बात करना आना चाहिए, प्रेजेंट करना आना चाहिए. You have to condense everything in a business format. You have to interpret everything from the lens of P&L. Okay, whether you succeed or not is a different story. You have to think from a systems perspective that if I do this here and I set it up over here, how can this job be done without me? Okay, that is how you're forced to think like a manager, at least a good one, right? Not everyone succeeds at it. And even the companies who hire them know this. They're like कि हाँ भाई मैं मतलब I'm gonna hire these 30 MBAs from these very good colleges this year. We'll put them as part of some program or something. How many of them succeed? 10, 15 of them become really good. The rest 10, 15 are not good. They leave very quickly. They don't perform, or they join some random division where nobody cares about them while still taking a very fat salary, mind you. But the companies are fine. 50% success rate. They love it. And somewhere companies also have that understanding that you can't coach someone into doing strategic stuff. So somewhere they have that belief. If you're from this college, only then you can be at this level, and so on and so forth. Many companies have that. Many companies have that, whether you like it or not. Dude, why do you think all the richest people in this country, okay, their children, they all go and do some master's or business degree outside of India? Because they go over there to get a finishing school treatment. They know यार इंडिया में तो मतलब tough है, and they anyway know they want to internationalize their business, so they send their kids over there because they want to build a network of other elite MBAs कि हाँ भाई मतलब वहाँ पे जाके सीख लो, देखो वहाँ पे धंधा कैसे होता है, देखो वहाँ का एक्सपोजर ले लो, so that when you come back you will have all these connections that will last you for life. That is why these elite MBAs are so catered to by these companies, because these people have potential. Now कितना realize होता है वो देखा जाएगा, but we are okay to take our chances. That is the reality of why these companies constantly keep hiring, and every year it keeps increasing the number of lakhs of rupees that they are being paid. And once again, India may technical people are dime a dozen. The people who can actually communicate and actually deal with people is a massive, massive shortage of people. I personally believe Indians are very bad at communicating. We always put the onus of understanding a concept on the other person. We talk a lot, but we communicate very little, by the way. If you see corporate communication abroad and you see corporate communication in India, corporate communication in India is very weird. But corporate communication outside of India is like, okay, it's based on, hey, I'm ensuring that any form of misunderstanding does not happen. It's very comprehensive, right? India mein kya hai na, I have this theory, by the way, because we talk a lot. We know ki yaar, my first draft need not be that comprehensive and complete. उधर क्या है, लोग ज़्यादा बात नहीं करते एक दूसरे से, सो व्हेन दे स्पीक दे वांट टू बी वेरी एफिशिएंट कि बोल दिया ना एक बार, उसमें समझ जाना चाहिए. इंडिया में लाइक हाँ बोलना क्या हो गया, अरे उसको वैसा करना, अरे वो ऐसा है क्या, अरे फिर तो ये ऐसा करना. You get me? So we know everything is going to be a conversation. Everything will turn into a conversation because we are people who talk a lot, which is what I love because I talk a lot. But if you look at outside India, that is not the case. If anyone knows the nuances of working outside of India, most people don't talk a lot. Okay? So you need to understand that elite MBAs also, by the way, are hired with a leadership potential. I touched upon that point, right? कि some companies are like कि यही college से लेंगे तो ही leader बनेगा. वैसा नहीं होता. So companies also understand, right? They know, okay, we'll hire from these big colleges, we'll overpay these people, but the top 20-30% of these overpaid people, when they do well for the company, they pay off everyone else's salary also. It's literally that, right? And because they're overpaid, they can't say 8 बजे के बाद phone मत करो. You are at the company's beck and call the whole time. Trust me, I know that. I've lived that life. And which is fine. It's a choice you make. Nobody's putting a gun on your head. They're just like कि करना, तेरे को करना था ना, तू लीडर है ना, तू फ्यूचर लीडर है ना, करना. So वो वैसे होता है. So you need to understand that work-life balance and all goes to hell when you're out of these colleges. And many of these people are completely fine because they're like मेरे ऊपर 35 लाख का लोन है, 30 लाख का लोन है. MBA colleges in India have also realized that elite MBA colleges की I can charge money for this. I know what I bring to the table. So they are doing that. हमारे टाइम पे वो नहीं था. 10-15 साल पहले check the IIMs का fees and everything. Premier MBAs will be hired in India no matter what, at least for the next 20-25 years, 30 years, because our economy will overall keep booming. Irrespective of how conditions are on the ground, the overall economy will be booming. And in this corporate formal economy, okay, Premier MBAs have a very sweet spot. That does not mean they won't work. As I said, these people work 12 to 14 hours a day. Okay. No guarantee that they won't work on weekends and so on and so forth. Right. Corporate India knows that not all of these people will succeed. So they always leave 20-30% of the spots for other people who are from tier 2, tier 3 colleges, no name colleges. Key skills hai aapke paas, you're bringing money to the company, you're saving a lot of money for us, or you built your own business and you sold it. Wow, you have skills basically. Right? So 20-30% of those people, they get it. Again, then they're like, ha, hired, you're hired, come. come sit with us. You want some training? And these tier 2, tier 3 college people, they do very well because talent is not based on entrance tests once again, right? Entrance test फोड़ दिया तो hero बन गए क्या? ऐसे नहीं होता. The reality is when many of these non-premier institute people do well, which is obviously, I think India में बहुत talent है. When they do that, the company is like, you know what, you're doing so well, एक एग्जीक्यूटिव एमबीए कर लो, हम आपको भेज देंगे, हम आपको आईएम भेज देंगे, हम आपको हार्वर्ड भेज देंगे, हम आपको वॉर्टन भेज देंगे. We want you to become a partner in our firm. We want you to become like a CXO. Please do this MBA. We need to show our board of directors. We need to show our investors कि this is the pedigree of people that we have. ठीक है, एग्जीक्यूटिव ट्रेनिंग लेना पड़ेगा आपको. See, a finishing school. That's what it is. And will never go out of vogue. Whether you like it or not. Yeah, whether you want to cope or not. Which is why so many, technical people hate MBAs because they're like, what do you even bring to the table? The fact is, if you haven't figured out by now, you will never do that, and which is why you're not there. This is Polke Bol. This was my honest reaction to why elite MBAs in India will never go out of fashion. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya.